So, have you ever noticed how Netflix content is different from country to country and how some movies and TV series are available in certain areas but not others? Well, today I'm going to be talking about how you can browse through and watch Netflix content without any of those geographic limitations. And the way to do that is through a VPN. So, essentially, a VPN is like a secure tunnel for your internet connection. It protects your data from potential threats and it gives you additional privacy and anonymity online. And for the purpose of this video, what a VPN does is it routes your connection through a secure server that's in another country so that it looks like you're browsing the internet from somewhere else, which is great if you want to access content that is only available in certain locations, like streaming services, for example. So let's say you connect to a European or American server with a tool like ExpressVPN, and your IP address will suddenly register you as being there. Now, obviously, you're not actually in Europe or the United States, but because you're connected to one of the servers in those countries with ExpressVPN, it looks like you're actually there. And then once your IP registers in a certain location, you can access all of Netflix streaming services in that country. Also, if you're interested in getting the best VPN to be able to help you do this, I'll put a link to my favorite, which is ExpressVPN, down in the description, which will include any of the best deals and discounts I can get for you guys as well. So what happens when you download and install one of these VPNs? Well, before anything, you need to decide which library you want to access. So let's say you want to browse the Italian Netflix library. Maybe there's a new Italian movie you really want to watch, but it's not available in your location. Well, the first thing you'll need to do is turn the VPN on and connect to one of the servers in Italy. Once that's done, it's as simple as going back to Netflix and refreshing it. And that's it. You have an entirely new library at your disposal. And what's great about VPNs is that their use in this way is not restricted to just one streaming service. So if you want to watch anything on other streaming platforms that simply aren't available in your country, or their library selection is limited in your location, then you can also use a VPN and for the most part follow the same steps. Now, there are two really good options when it comes to this kind of service, and that would be both Express and NordVPN. As I said, Express is my favorite between the two, but they both are really good options for helping you to stream services anywhere in the world. So again, Express, it's the one I use the most. So that's the first option I'd recommend. It's really simple to use. It's super efficient. And that's not to say Nord is bad in comparison. It's just that I prefer Express. I find it a little easier to use, a little faster, prefer it. But again, both of these work remarkably well, especially for things like streaming, which is what this video is all about. You can watch Netflix or any other streaming platform to your heart's content without worrying about any bandwidth limitations or throttling. And they all have the necessary features that you'll need to protect your devices. You'll also be able to access both of these on all kinds of devices and benefit from their security features on multiple devices at once. So for example, Nord allows you to secure 6 devices per subscription, and Express allows for 8 devices per subscription. Nord has over 6,100 servers in 91 countries, but Express has more than 3,000 servers in 105 countries. Now, to give you an example of what kind of streaming content you can get access to, you can use both Nord and Express on Netflix and other platforms like Hulu and Disney+. Both VPNs grant you access to the most popular libraries, so you could stream content from the Japanese library, for instance, or the European library. Now, basically content that wouldn't have been accessible to you otherwise. So yeah, that's essentially the important stuff you need to know about how to use a VPN for Netflix or any other streaming services and which VPNs you could use. Obviously, I couldn't cover everything, so if you want to learn more before you purchase a VPN subscription, you can check out the full reviews for each of these VPNs down in the description below. And ultimately, if you're looking for something that's super easy to use, a reliable and consistent VPN that you could install on 8 devices simultaneously, and if you want access to content from up to 105 countries, then Express is definitely the one to go for. But if you're content with securing 6 devices and you'd like any additional features that might come with NordVPN, then by all means, Nord would be a great option. Again, they both work remarkably well in terms of streaming, so it's really just a matter of personal preference. So otherwise, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys did appreciate it, please leave a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. And if you do end up wanting to choose either Express or NordVPN, again, I'll put links to some incredible discounts down in the description below. It's always the lowest discounts I can get for you guys that you won't find on their website. So please feel free to take advantage of that if you like. Otherwise, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.